So, there's some people in the room that are, everybody's interesting people, and some of you are up to new things, and some of you are in transition. So the Leaders Connect part is the connect, and this is where we're going to do the connect. So I'd like to have you say some things about maybe what you're doing. If you look around the room, we're going to try to do this in about 15 minutes. So you can get a sense that, about how much time you should take. And if you go over time, we have a bouncer in the room who's unidentified, but somebody's going to come up and say, you got to stop now. It probably will be me. So what you'd like to do is not just connect, but network. And I sometimes think of this as a sophisticated swap shop. I don't know if any of you grew up in small towns with swap shop on the radio. Anybody ever do swap shops? No, it's kind of like, I've got a pig and I'm looking for a tractor. So they would be on a Saturday morning usually, and that was a kind one. I mean, people would sell naughty kids and things like that too, but all kinds of things that you can swap. So today the idea is swapping. If you're looking for something, like you're looking for money for an entrepreneurial activity, or you want to hire somebody because you're expanding so fast, or you're looking for a new opportunity because you made a sale of your business. Whatever it is, I'd like you to say that. And this is the time to be a little braggadocio, because we're trying to promote Michigan business, Ann Arbor business, and we're trying to get people to connect. There's been a lot of deals made in this room over the years where people get to know each other, and so that's what this is all about. So I'm going to start out with John, who's new to the group. And new to town, are you?
No, been here
new to the group.
Quite a while.
Okay, John, go ahead. You can introduce yourself and say maybe what you're looking for.
So my name is John Baugh. I'm a healthcare IT entrepreneur. I've done 2 startups here in Ann Arbor, both kind of starting with the idea that a physician had, and I stepped in as kind of employee number 1 or co-founder. And I like to joke I've worn just about every hat other than writing code for the company. So professionally trained in user support, software design, user-centered design, but also have gotten quite a bit of experience doing business development, building business plans, pitching the company, going out and selling. So right now I'm looking for a new opportunity. I just recently moved on from my last venture, and looking for any introductions to people that have ideas but aren't quite sure how to make it a happening business, or even early stage businesses that maybe need a little bit of coaching moving forward.
Very good. Okay, nice to meet you. By the way, one of the things that people learn as you go here, what's a good intro? Because I think that was a really nicely done intro. So we should look at let's try to get our elevator pitch well, and this is an opportunity. Doug, the pressure's on now.
Great, how they follow that. Now for something completely different. My name is Doug Cass. I have a company here in Ann Arbor. It's called Cahoots Toys, and we're in the children's toy business. The company and the idea behind the company was really generated. Len Middleton, I came to an event here a couple years ago, and Len Middleton and I sat down, and I've been in the children's toy business for about 30 years now with various companies, and I was in the middle. I'd sold my company in the middle, and Len convinced me that I needed to start another company, and I did. And we called it Cahoots. It's a collection of people in the children's toy business that are based here in Ann Arbor, believe it or not. And we started about 2 years ago. We partnered with Hasbro when we relaunched the brand Spirograph to the retail community. Toys R Us, Target, Walmart, Barnes & Noble nationally are carrying it. And we've been shipping for about a year now, and we're getting close to shipping our 1 millionth piece. And we've got 9 full-time employees, which I was telling about. That's probably my most exciting thing, is that I've got a team of 9 people that I'm working with, and we're building a business. We are looking for some young talent. I mentioned that we're looking for some marketing folks. Our business is growing incredibly fast, and we're real excited. And it kind of all started in this room. Just an idea. And said,
very cool.
Len told me to go to work, so now I've got more work than I can possibly have. But a lot of fun.
A lot of talks over coffee at Zingerman's Coffee House, and Zingerman's is one of our sponsors. But a lot of deals made over at the coffee shop behind the airport there. So
Josh's office.
Josh's office. Mine too, I think. Larry?
Hi, my name is Larry Freed. I founded 4C back in 2001, and we sold the company in late December, and I left the company in January. and so enjoying semi being retired. It isn't, I'm kind of sucking at retirement though, so I guess that's the bad part. So we're going to be launching, me and 5 of my former management team are launching a company in the next couple of weeks called Second Stage Partners to really help a lot of the startups get to that second stage of growth where we can come in and provide not only some guidance and consulting, but literally step-in services across all functionalities to help them move forward in an accelerated fashion. So kind of excited to get back at it, although it's been nice being a little bit retired for about 2 months. So
I think I'd like to have us extend applause to Larry, because this is really one of the big deals of the year, right at the end of last year. And Larry, again, we talked probably 10 years ago, and he was probably where about you were, about 9 employees, and it really was a great deal. And how many employees did you have at the end?
We had about 340 employees, and about 260 or so were in Ann Arbor.
And Larry's going to be one of our speakers. Could you pitch your book here?
Yeah, so I wrote a book called Innovating Analytics that came out a few months ago. Sort of the timing wasn't good because we were launching the book as that we were selling the company, but it was a lot of fun.
The marketer did not help you pick a sexy title.
Right.
So anyway, let's give Larry a hand, because he's done a great job, and he's also reached out to a lot of people in the community in terms of being open to giving them advice, and just helped my son Dan make a decision about a career change, so a job change, not a career change. So he's a good guy all around. He doesn't live in Ann Arbor though. I don't know. We got to get him here. He's still commuting.
Yep.
Next to you, right there.
Hi, I'm Leslie Raymond, and I'm the Executive Director of the Ann Arbor Film Festival. So we are a 52-year-old organization. We've been showing artist-made films right here in town for half a century. Has anybody here ever been to the Ann Arbor Film Festival? Great. We got a lot of good show of hands here. I have a few calendars for the upcoming festival. We're about 11 days out. So if anybody's interested, please take one of those. What I'd really like is to encourage people to come to the festival. If you've never been, the first night, the opening night, is a great time to come. We have a party that starts at 6 o'clock, and it's a big reception at the Michigan Theater, and then the screening is at 8. It's a show full of maybe about 10 different short films, documentary, experimental, narrative, animation, and it's really geared for a broad reach to be very accessible. It's a really great night to come. Friday and Saturday night shorts in competition programs are great to come to as well. And this year we happen to have a lot of feature-length documentaries and narratives that are in the mix. So I encourage you, pick up a calendar or check out our website, and please come to the festival. If you're interested in supporting us on a little bit deeper of a level, we have a membership party and supporter party on Saturday night at Hathaway's Hideaway at 8 o'clock. We're going to have the Dave Sharp Band playing and a VJ there and some refreshments. Another opportunity to support us would be also on opening night. We're having a fundraising dinner that starts a little bit earlier. Tickets are $100 on that, and we're going to have a red carpet that goes out the back of Sava's and into the Michigan Theater lobby where you can join the party and go to the film. So please come.
Sounds good. All right. Here's a filmmaker himself.
Yeah, right. I'm Roger Rayle. I'm a venture catalyst in my extended transition, which is what I call retirement. Because everybody's in transition, whether they know it or not, right?
Right.
And I help out a lot with networking groups and startups in the community, and I do live streaming here. And well, it's not live streaming today because the internet kind of sucks, but I do it at several other locations. I also started the Ann Arbor Video Interest Group, which has a lot of filmmakers in it.
Oh, great.
So there's some local talent. In fact, Wednesday night we had a stuntman come talk about his profession. He's a local stuntman. So it's pretty interesting.
Hi, I'm Laura Kirchner with Ingenex Digital Marketing. At Ingenex, we focus on inbound marketing, which if that's a new term for you, basically it means we help you use your website to drive business, drive leads, and really create a marketing strategy to grow your business. Currently, we're looking for a marketing strategist. So if anybody knows or anyone looking for a job that's really focused on strategy and helping clients, move forward, that'd be great. Let me know.
My name's AJ Quackenbush. I'm with United Way of Washtenaw County. I'm one of 2 members of United Way here, so I'll give the first half of about United Way. A lot of people don't know we focus on education, income, and health, and work with a lot of health and human service agencies to kind of connect people, resources, and different organizations to kind of help with anybody in need. So, yeah.
Good morning. My name is Lolita Nunn, and I'm the Development Officer for American Red Cross, standing next to United Way. We partner together a lot. You know, we always say at Red Cross that we are always looking for people who are willing to give their time, money, and blood. So if you have an attitude of philanthropy, we're always looking for you to join with us and help spread the mission of Red Cross and help provide the 5 areas of service, which are, of course, the blood, the disasters, if anyone was affected by Dexter, which the anniversary of Dexter is tomorrow, 2 years. With the weather changing, it creates a perfect condition of something catastrophic to happen again. We hope not, but Red Cross would be there to respond. And the international services that we provide, as well as the services to armed forces. So we cover a lot at Red Cross. If you're ever interested in learning more, please feel free to reach out to me. Greatly appreciate it. Also, we have a couple of opportunities of employment. We have a volunteer specialist position that's opening at Red Cross, as well as a blood service manager. So if you're interested, please feel free to reach out.
Thanks. I'm Derek Maribon, CEO of Ingenix Digital Marketing, and they told me I can't give blood anymore because I think I'm a fainter. They said, don't come back. But I think the Red Cross is a great organization. I know, I give money and time, right? Money and time?
That's right.
Yeah, I don't need to give blood. But yeah, so I run Ingenix. I run a group called LA2M, which is a nonprofit group that meets on Wednesdays. And we were supposed to have Lisa Rudgers, the head of marketing for Michigan, speak this Wednesday, but then we got our last little storm. So we postponed that. But this Wednesday, Heather Swain, who's the head of marketing for Michigan State, is speaking, and then we moved Lisa to the following week. So that's on Wednesday. I'm also starting a startup sports fan loyalty app called Fanalope. So John, I'd love to talk to you. You sound like you got some really good experience. And just happy to be here, Rob. Thanks for running these groups.
Yeah, well, Derek's another guy that met at a coffee shop, and it was a dream, and you're working by yourself. And how many employees do you have now?
We're 6, up to 6. We got great people like Laura, who I like to bring to these events.
He's got this cool spaces. Gary in Toledo has one of the coolest spaces, but if you go up to Derek, where are you? Right above
Arbor Brewing.
Arbor Brewing. So
yeah, we do actually have one office open that's still open for rent, interior office, but you have access to the conference room, and it's a really nice facility. Free beer?
you know, the thing is, when you go into his office, go to the brewery afterwards, because the steps are a little steep. So.
I'm Mike Klein, CEO of Online Tech. We are the cloud in Michigan, so we really focus on secure, compliant, enterprise class clouds, kind of unlike Amazon. We're really focused on businesses that are kind of $1 billion and less, mid-market companies. Our good news is we're opening a 4th data center in Metro Detroit. So we'll have, and then we're going to actually announce in 2 weeks our 5th data center. So we'll have about 150,000 square feet of data center space. 5 data centers in 2 states, kind of expanding across the Midwest. Exciting times for us.
And Mike is another example. This is your 2nd or 3rd business in town. He's a serial entrepreneur, and it's transitioned well into this new business. So there's a lot of great examples of a lot of examples of job creators, which is pretty darn exciting. That's what it's all about, right? Great.
Hi, Rafe Juarez, IT sales for a company called NetEnrich, based out of actually San Jose, California. I'm based out of the house, and related to this business, Mike's business, we do managed services for IT operations remotely from India.
I'm Myra Coughlin, co-owner of the And magazine. We're a monthly news magazine. We're inserted into the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal in Washtenaw County, not in Brooklyn. That has been asked. We are our other partner, Jim, who is the designer of the magazine, just moved to town, and we're just taking on Lamont as our health and wellness guy, and we are in a little bit of a transition in that we are tweaking what we're doing, and we'd love to get feedback on what you think we should be covering, what's working, what's not working. We'd love all kind of input and ideas. Oh, and the website is about to really launch.
Myra's another example of somebody who's come to Ann Arbor to start a business.
Yeah, we came when Cal was a Mike Wallace Fellow at the University of Michigan. So we came in 09-10 and thought we were going back home to our house on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. So ask me where my brain is.
Too much snow in Hilton Head?
Yeah. Something happened to my head.
Damon Johnson, CEO of A2 Fitness Professionals here. I'm also an imported Michigander here. I came here retired military. So we've opened our Keep It Short and Sweet. We pretty much specialize in the best product around, which is your health and wellness. So I'm looking forward to meeting y'all. As Myra said, I also do the column, the health and wellness column for the Again magazine. I'm looking forward to seeing some of y'all getting some exercise here in the very near future.
Good morning. Go right from the donuts.
My name is Ken Hantwerker. I'm recently retired from a career in education, training and development, and human resource management. And I've started my own, just started my own consulting business called Advanced HR. And I hope I might be of some assistance to early stage businesses, startups, or small companies in the areas of human resources. The company I just retired from won the award of one of the top Michigan workplaces, top 100 Michigan workplaces. That's a competition that's run by the Detroit Free Press based on employee feedback. So we were doing something right, so I hope I might be of some assistance to some small businesses who don't need or really aren't interested in focusing on HR matters, but focusing on their core business operations.
Good morning, my name is Brandon Black. I'm the Director of Corporate Relations at United Way, so I'm the other half of United Way. I came off of 15 years of banking, and I escaped from banking, no offense, Dave, and decided I wanted to try something different. So I told all my friends I'm retiring from banking, and they thought I was a fool, and I'm like, I'm retiring, I just want to do something different. So I got into the nonprofit world and have enjoyed every second of it, and it's only been about a year and a half, but one of the wonderful things about United Way is one of our pillars is volunteering. So one of the things we're asking for, I'm going to ask for today, is for your help over the next few months, help us organize one of the biggest volunteer days in Washtenaw County. It'll probably be Friday, June 20th. It's a national thing that United Way does, but we really want to brand it. We want our local citizens helping our local friends in need give back. So we want to make it the single largest volunteer day and then kind of catapult from there and make it an annual thing or a monthly thing where we really get people involved in the community where they want to be involved. And we have lots of great relationships like with Lolita at the Red Cross, and it's a way to connect you back to where you want to get back to the community. So that's what we're looking for.
We should contact you to...
Yes, please. So go to our website, uwgive.org, and you can send us an email. And I'm one of the ones that gets it, and I respond very quickly. One of the other plugs I want to give for AJ, though, he is collecting toothbrushes right now for a toothbrush drive. So if any of you have toothbrushes or want to give some back, he's being modest today. They're collecting thousands and thousands of toothbrushes to give back to the community. So
Stop giving toys and start giving toothbrushes.
There you go.
So give those ones that we're not using.
That's right. So contact AJ today if you like.
The guy with the shiny teeth.
I wish.
I'm Jeff with Dexter Builders.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Jeff with Dexter Builders. Okay. I run a daycare center for carpenters. About 35 of them at this point. So it's
35.
I don't get to play with tools much anymore.
So are you doing? Tell us, is it the range? Is it a big building or a small building? If you
we'll do a screen door, or we'll do a 3,000 square foot addition, or a new house. We lost our
small repairs. It's hard to find.
We lost our pride. We'll just do it. And a lot of the small jobs turn into big jobs. Yeah. It's a test. There's a home show this weekend at the Saline Fairgrounds, and I have tickets. I can leave them at the desk, and if any of you would stop by and say hi at our booth, it'd be great.
Zach?
Well, good morning. I'm Bruce Sokolov, Coach Sock from Field Training Associates. We prepare master police coaches across the United States and Canada. When we're not in the classroom, sometimes we're in the courtroom. We provide assistance to our clients in federal district court as well as the Crown courts in defending against wrongful discharge claims. So we're the folks that prepare brand new law enforcement officers. How many of you have been stopped recently by a cop? Let's see the hands. I can't do a thing for you.
Zach is a good old friend of mine. It's a big first time here, but really one of the most interesting guys in town here, and has done a great job. Former Ann Arbor cop, and has done a great job in training cops. Has raised some. One of your sons is a policeman in Holland, right? So that's been a great job. Paul?
Morning, I'm Paul Friedman. I'm a founder and CEO of Limnotech, a local firm, going on 4 decades of service in water resource consulting, engineering, and science. I also have another company doing IT support. We do work for United Way, and also another new startup doing financial analysis for companies and how water risk affects their bottom line. But I wanted to talk a moment about Limnotech. How many of you use water? Actually, you wouldn't probably be using my services directly. We have a national, international clientele. We work for governments, state, provincial, local, federal governments, industry, usually Fortune 100, Fortune 500 companies, and nonprofits, like Nature Conservancy or World Wildlife Fund, or agencies like World Bank, doing resource management, remediation, restoration, sustainability planning, and research.
Paul was one of our speakers last month? Or
January.
Yeah, great job. You introduced a term that I've been using, which is, I forget what it was, but the idea of what's the water usage is like...
water footprint? Is
water
that
footprint, like, yeah, that's very interesting. How much it takes to make a Frito, you don't think of water or Frito. It's interesting, all the things it takes to grow it. Can you define it? I mean, it's kind of interesting term.
Well, the water footprint is the amount of water it takes from sometimes used cradle to grave or field to consumption of a product. These cups of coffee, for instance, you think it might be 8 ounces. It actually takes 140 liters of water to make a cup of coffee, from growing it, taking the cherries, milling them, brewing, etc. A tomato, takes several gallons of water to make 1 tomato.
So the coffee is an example of why you have to get up so often at night.
Well, replenishing the water environment is a very important process. You don't actually purchase this, you lease it. Give it back when you're done with it.
Good morning, Scott Trosen. I started the Michigan HR group. We're in our 7th year. So from small companies to primarily mid-size, all the consultants have startup experience, well, small company experience to Fortune 50 experience. So we either teach you how to do HR or do it for you.
Good morning, my name is Ed Walensky. I specialize in organizational development. I've had the good fortune to work with Gary and the team at Root over the last 8 months, working with their clients on executing strategy. So I like to think of myself as improving organizations, often using learning and development as a lever to do that. In the midst of, as somebody said, we're all in a state of transition, looking for something a little more permanent, moving from a contractor status right now, and a couple things in play. So thank you, Rob, and thanks for doing this today.
Hi, I'm Dave Scaff, and I am the head of commercial banking for United Bank and Trust. Our big activity or big news you may or may not have heard is that we are on the path to merge with Old National Bank. It's a bank out of Indiana that's not here in Michigan, other than some branches in the kind of the southwest corner, that very much wanted to be in Michigan, and in particular wanted to be here in Washtenaw County. So see a different name, you'll see some different colors, blue and gold, so that works. But same faces. We are still going to be a very local organization, local decision making, and we've been headquartered here in Ann Arbor, and now Ann Arbor is just going to be the headquarters of the Michigan region of Old National Bank. So very much doing what we were doing before with a lot more firepower behind us. So we're very excited about that, and probably will become official and approved in the second quarter of this year. And I was just going to say, Rob, for all the time you've admonished me for wearing a tie, now you're wearing a tie and I'm not, so thanks.
I have a pajama bottoms. But I want to say that United Bank has been a 10-year sponsor of this event here, and so I hope we can continue the relationship with the new bank too. And Gary, we'll do your introduction in a few minutes. I get to roast Gary. Marvin?
Hi, Marvin Parnes. I'm Managing Director of the Institute for Social Research at the University of Michigan, and ISR does lots and lots and lots of social science research, a lot of big studies. It does the Reuters survey of consumer sentiment. It does the major healthy retirement survey for the federal government, and lots of smaller social science studies on every topic you can imagine, and some that you cannot imagine. And we do about $100 million of research a year.
Did anybody top $100 million in their business?
And you pay for most of it.
Good morning. My name is Kurt Rieger with TK Ventures. We're an early stage investment firm for medical diagnostic and healthcare IT companies. I've been involved with Rob on a bunch of different projects, probably 10 years now. So helping to grow management teams. Again, we are sort of a second derivative of how well the management team's doing. So we're engaged to help grow the teams that we're invested in, as well as the entrepreneurial culture. Spark actually has an upcoming Entrepreneurs Boot Camp, so if you guys are interested in volunteering, there's an opportunity to plug in there and help some young companies get started and grow as fast as we can get them to grow.
See you, Kurt.
Hi, I'm Kelly Parkinson. I'm with Allegram Print Mail Marketing. 40 years providing marketing solutions to a number of people in this room, companies, nonprofits, the Institute for Social Research at the University of Michigan. Glad to be here.
Essentially, you talk about it being a marketing company. I think of it as a printing company, but it's really different.
We're really providing a number of different solutions for companies. Cross media is where it's at these days, so we complement a lot of the print work that we're doing with website support and
I just learned something. Nice pitch.
Hi, my name is Pat Reinvelt, and I spent over 20 years with Truman Health Analytics, working with big data and doing healthcare analytics. I recently made the switch at the end of last year to the nonprofit realm, and I'm now executive director for the National Network of Depression Centers, which is headquartered right here in Ann Arbor. We have 21 academic centers of excellence that are researching and trying to basically crack the code on depression and bipolar illnesses, and really increase the speed of translating research into treatments for patients. One of our members is University of Michigan Depression Center right here in Ann Arbor. So it's a different place for me, and I'm really enjoying it. One of the things that brought me to the Depression Center was the need to build a big patient registry to support that research, so that's where the link to healthcare analytics and big data come in. Some things that I don't know about that I have to learn how to do is development. I heard a lot of people in the room that have done development, so I might come in your brains a little bit. So I'm really enjoying that. I also teach at Eastern Michigan University in their healthcare analytics, informatics program, and I sit on the Michigan Health Information Technology Commission in Lansing.
People don't know Truman was MedStat and a number of different companies, but one of the big success stories in town. It sounds like you go back to the Ernie Ludy days.
Yeah, yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And let's see, I think Barb.
Hi, I'm Barb Muley. I'm with the Work-Life Office at the University of Michigan, and we help faculty, staff, and students manage their life outside of work so they can focus And I also am an internal consultant and do leadership development and help with other projects around campus.
Great. See you, Mark.
Hi, I'm Phil Barr with Healthcare Data Solutions. I'm going to work. I don't have my pitch really ready yet. You admonished me, Rod, but trying to take advantage of the two mega trends happening. Obviously, the Affordable Care Act, great disruption in the healthcare field, and cloud computing. So, Healthcare Data Solutions we help firms with project management, with supporting their internal corporate healthcare firms to manage their corporate internal and external communications, and then with their data warehousing and big data projects. And I actually worked for Pat at Truman. And
there's a lot of health IT today. I mean, health IT information. How many? There's several people I heard that sort of in that field of analytics and healthcare. So interesting. You see the emergence of things in Ann Arbor over time. You know, nobody from auto. It's kind of interesting. You know, it's in a room of leaders, and I don't think one person mentioned auto today. So maybe things are changing. So anyway, if everybody could grab a coffee and take a seat. I think they're going to, let's try to do that quickly. They'll come around with coffee and food too, so you don't have to stay in line. And then I'm going to bring Gary up.